Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. This one will be fair caught. First down here for this offense. Handoff to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go. It's caught downfield. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. Oh, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Recovery by the defense. Headed the other way. Touchdown, Oklahoma on the scoop and score. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he'd pick it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback with another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. pick up the first down through the air. Looks left and finds his target there. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Here's the point after attempt. And it's good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Catch made on the right side.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Grab down the middle. It's Mitchell. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the ball to the ground. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And the Sooners pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Gets some space around the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
But that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First down, looking to throw the football. He lets it go. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. He has first down yardage at the 46. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Spinning out of the tackle. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense sets up for the first and goal. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He goes nowhere. Back-to-back stops by this defense.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
No gain on second down. Can they punch it in here? Third and goal from the two. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. The play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this...
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Auburn. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Boy, great job up front by this Auburn defensive lineman. Kind of that rare combination of defensive linemen you see often in the SEC, where they have great size and power, but incredible quickness. And Auburn has sure had plenty of those over the years.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Oh, a reverse. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Sooners trying to cash in here in the red zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking right. This one caught. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. This quarterback on fire today. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides a single fair catch. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover. Does a
fired into a tight window and picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
He'll hand it off. Powering through. Finds room at the 30. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision and picks up some big yards.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's a shotgun run call. He's swarmed by the defense. Second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, Ted, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Here comes a handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looking for 6. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback in putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds. They avoid the turnover there. Gain moves the ball to the 38, another first down. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Breaking free at midfield. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And there's the handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Play action here on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
And the Sooners are in the red zone. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
We'll call for the fair catch here. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. The short completion of the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
With the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play, diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. The pocket breaking down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Tries the right with a quick throw. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They'll run it to the left. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The pass rush closing in. It's a quick grab. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. To throw, it's Hawkins. Looking to throw it deep. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And that's a solid return after the interception.
But his defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
Offense ready to start this drive. And the running back takes the handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Thompson. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the same runner's got it again. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. The offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Pass caught. 2nd down now. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they will claim the 2nd half lead. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. He's got his man wide open. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, the tight end here just gets lost in coverage. The quarterback does a good job of kind of working through his progressions. He sees that tight end, his eyes light up, makes a great throw and a big gain for this offense. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic. They'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Motion now from the tight end. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Snags the quick throw. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic and would get right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Ball handed off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Can he make it to the marker? Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PHC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Sooners come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Not able to connect. Incomplete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Try and muscle for the first down. And the Sooners will try to keep this drive moving.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. The timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the fourth quarter. And this defense get a stop and end regulation with the score tie. Second down, we're going to throw it. Incomplete. Almost had his second interception of the game. It's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs get him as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Good enough for the first down to the 37. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First down and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Simmons. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's how I'm going to bring out the third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. First down and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Here's the second down play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And it's incomplete as time runs out in regulation. We are headed to overtime. The Sooners with first and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Point after, not quite through. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Quick throw over the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on second and goal? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second and goal, and now it's third and goal for the offense.
And now it's third and goal. They've got just 2 plays left to try to punch it in here. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
So now it's 4th down. Ball game on the line. Right. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now. And now for the crucial extra point. Tied. And it's blocked. They blocked it to win the game. Can you believe it? Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.